Is it? It can't be 12 already. Are we live? The stream's working? Woohoo! Our favorite hour every Friday. Hey, it's noon, everybody, and you know it. That's why you're here with us. I think both of you are watching. Just kidding. Hey, Big D laughed. I got Big D to laugh. All right. Hey, welcome, everybody. Happy Festool Friday. Welcome to Festool Live. Guys, Chris is already shaking, man. What, are you cramping up already, big guy? All right, good. Okay, so quick intro. I got a few things I need to say today. Big D over here. I'm going to introduce the room. We got Big D. We got Chris, the unit, Cybert. That's for you, Ben. It's not cyber, it's Cybert. Okay, we got Brent online answering all your questions. Right over here, we have Minnie. Of course, we have Sparky. And don't forget, everybody, tell us where you're from. It grows every single week. Okay. It gives Minnie a workout. It gives me a workout because I got to remember all of yous. I'm just kidding because I love all of yous. Okay, so I got to tell you a quick, and this is going to be quick. We had that sweepstakes. We had 6 winners. Check this out. I can count now. 6 winners. We've already had 5 of the winners, and each of them spent an hour with us the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you something. I really believe that we won. We have met the nicest group of people. So next time, if you see a sweepstakes like this, make sure you sign up. And I'm also going to call out My Festool. Go register to My Festool. That's where you register for all the tools, and you never know what's you're going to pop up on there. So go register that. I also want to call out, as I always do, our YouTube channel. This is just one of the things that is on there. It's called Festool Live. Of course, you know that. You're watching. Duh. But we also have Festool Shop Talk. We have the Build with Brent series. That's Brent, who's actually answering your questions now. Give him a shout out. We have all kinds of other video content on there, and boy, it's an incredible wealth of information on there. So go tune in. Now, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Some of you were probably on Instagram Live with us. Yes, when was that? Wednesday. And we interviewed one of the coolest dudes in the woodworking and metal fabrication and chopper market. His name is Eric Gorgeous from A Craftsman's Legacy. Stay tuned. That's going to be released on Apple and Spotify on, I got a this Tuesday, Big D. We got so many other great shop talks planned for this year. We're super stoked. Okay, let's get to the meat of this. Oh, I got to apologize. Last week, I shouldn't have to apologize, but I'm going to say it. We were ready to go last week with Festool Live, and unfortunately, well, Mother Nature came a-calling to Indiana, and we got locked down. We couldn't even get on the roads because there was here in Boone County where we are, we couldn't come into work because only emergency vehicles. I think we got 3 inches of snow, and I'm just kidding. Hey, I got Chris to laugh, okay? We got what, about 12 inches of snow, and it was still an emergency situation here in Indiana or our county. So I've been ready since 2 Tuesdays ago for this Festool Live. I'm really anxious to impart some cool information. This is episode number 84, so let's get to the meat of it. And I'm going to call it, and I told Minnie, watch me on this and tell me to slow down sometimes because it sounds funny. This seems like a really mundane topic, but I actually love it because people have texted me, emailed me, called me and said, hey man, I think I bought the wrong bag. Hey man, what's this filter for? So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to take my time, hopefully. And I'm also going to go through with the CTs for filters and bags, old versus new. Because it basically, the bags and the filters in our US and Canada catalog takes up just about 2 pages. So hopefully I do a good job. As I was doing this in the last week and a half and getting ready for this, I got a little confused. Okay. So there's been some numbers changes. I'm not going to give you a bunch of numbers, but I'm going to go through the differences on some of the filters and some of the bags. So stay tuned. And at the end, I'm going to go over the CT Cyclone. Pretty simple. I got a great thing to show you. All right. So where do we start? Let's start with the smallest CT we got. I got all the CTs in here, I think. Okay, hopefully. Hey, guys, check it out. My main man, Sparky, might help me today. Woo! Woo! Okay, Chris. Derek, make sure you come over here. Okay, so this is going to be funny, but when the CT Sys, I first saw the CT Sys, I went, dude, I already have some of those filters. Okay, so let's look inside so I can explain a few things. And when I say I'm going to try not to be too confusing, I've broken it down. I've broken the segments apart where I'm going to do CT Sys, then I'll do the 15 MIDI and mini all together, old versus new. And then we're going to go over here to the 26, 36, and 48. And I'll talk about that, but I'll talk about the different filters and the different bags for those. Then we're going to go over to the auto clean versions. Okay, the CT36 AC and the CT48 AC. Did I get that right? Minnie, did I get that right? Okay. Oh, boy. But I'm also got an old, these are mine, guys. Look, I got an old Mini and an old CT22. That's the one that lives underneath my Capex. And I want to show you a few things about it because the filters for the CT Sys are the same as the old 22 and 33. That's why I recognize them. The CT Sys takes one, okay, where the 22 and see, Minnie, you're supposed to say slow down. Slow down. Okay. The 22 and the 33 take this same style filter, same dimension. Okay. So when I open it up and we look inside a CT Sys, Big D, you get this? Okay. I'm going to release this. Oh, let me do this first. This is the bag. Okay, and like all our bags, they're disposable. Did you guys get that? Disposable. You throw them out, and that's why you have this. It's a blast gate, because when this is filled, you can close it off so you don't breathe it when you throw it away. And I said throw it away. I see too many people trying to empty these, and the plume comes up in their face, and or all over their shop again when they're emptying it. Okay, so if you're going to be frugal, then get the long life bag. Yes, it's a sticker shock in the very beginning, but when you go back to it, you'll say, man, I saved tons of money. That's why I have a CT Cyclone, and that's on my CT48 here in the shop. And you'll see that in a few minutes because I've gone through one bag in the last 2.5 years, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to take the bag out, right? It's a 1 gallon capacity. All right, I'm going to take this, flip it, and I'm going to bring this latch up, and this whole bucket is going to come out. This is the filter, okay? It's a HEPA filter, right? Okay, we have another filter. This is more money than this filter. This is a 0.3 micron. This is a 1 micron. So if you don't need it for here in the U.S. for the RP, you get by with a 1 micron filter. Okay, less expensive if the filter gets damaged. Now, here's the other thing I've always talked about filters. How long does a filter last? How often do you use it? Are you a pro or an enthusiast? I have filters at home on another CT that I've never replaced because I periodically clean these. How do you clean the filter? These are all the questions we've always gotten in training. You take it and you tap it out on the side of a dumpster or a trash can like this. Okay? Very rarely does this get dirty because guess where everything goes in? The bag. The bag is a 5 micron filter. If you don't use a bag, I got to be careful. I don't want to say it's silly not to use a bag, but it kind of is because if that dust comes flying through here, and it hits the filter, guess what happens? It punctures the filter if there's no bag. So think of the bag almost like a pre-separator. Okay? It's a 5 micron. 5 micron is wicked small. But this captures anything else. And basically, I've always told people, wood smoke. Smoke is 1 micron. This captures 3 levels below that. So that's just a very simple way of explaining it. Hopefully it came through okay. And I'm just going to put this in here like this. I'm going to lock it back like this. Now, this is 1 gallon. Okay? This is something I always tell people to get. If you want to go and get one bag, get this. This lasts a long time. I think we have 500 fills in the catalog or something like that. This is what we call a long life bag. You open it up. It's got a Velcro here. Okay, make sure it seals all the way across so you don't have dust flying out of it. You take it out just like this, and you empty it on Sparky. Okay, I'm just kidding. You take it over. Okay, now you don't want to breathe this, so this is called a blast gate. You take it like this, and you empty it. Okay, so that is the long life bag and the filters for the CT Sys. This is your regular bag. Okay, 1 gallon capacity. Now, when it comes to long life bags, and I'll show you for the minis and middies and CT15s and the 36s and 26s and 48s, that's the long life bags for that is when I'm making a lot of chips quick and larger chips. I don't use them predominantly for sanding and stuff like that because I got to go empty that, and I don't want to breathe that fine particulate. If you're a pro out there, and if you're a pro and you think about it, the cost of these are anywhere, I think, between $6 and $10, depending on the size. Okay, build it into your estimate, okay, or your quote. That way there, you just take it and you have a new one. And then I would say for a filter, change it out every like 4 or 5 months if you're using it every day. But make sure you use a bag because you don't want to puncture this filter because this HEPA filter becomes a 100 micron or 200 micron because that splinter comes through and pierces the fabric, okay, where it hits the bag first and then goes to the filter. Hopefully you understand that. Now over here, I'm just going to step over. And Sparks, I'm going to have you move, buddy. Come on. Oh, you're so good. Okay, I'm going to take this like this, and I'm going to bring my CT22 so you can see this. Now there's a reason I'm doing this, because some of you have CT22s out there, right? They last a long, long time. The 26 replaced the 22. Okay, but I want to show you inside this. And if you've ever had this CT dust extractor, Chris, come in here so we can see this. You see this little tab right here? And this is where the dust extractor, the dust bag is. Yes, I have a long life bag in here, okay, because my K-Pex at home makes a lot of chips. Okay, you take it out and clean it. That's Sparky in it. Oh, boy. Man, I think we got to turn on one of these dust extractors. Sparky, holy Minnie, what are you feeding him? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, Chris is just lucky. He's thinking, thank God it's Sparky. Oh, my God. Okay, so Chris, you go down. I'm just kidding. Okay, so look, I want to do this because a lot of people have these still. And you know what? Check this out. If I pull the tab like this and go like this, the head comes right off. It's held in with these 2 tabs here, and this helps you align it when you put it back on. But look at the filters. Okay? That's the dust is coming, and it's coming up here, the fine particulate, and the HEPA filters are capturing it, but they're capturing it right here. Look at the inside, and I'm going to tell you what, these right here, these filters, I gotta subtract. These filters are about 14 years old. Look at the other side. They're still filtering. So to clean these, I just take it like this, and clean them out and put them back in, okay? These still work great. I still got great suction with my CT22, okay? And I thought, you know what, I'll bring it in just so you guys can see it. And when I put it back on, I just grab it here. I align it here. It slips right back on, and there you go. And that little kickstand lets me go with it. So hopefully, we'll always have those filters. Now, here's what's cool. And hopefully you know this, because I went and checked just to make sure. Those were paper bags originally. They still are. You guys hear that? They still are. We still have those bags available for the 22 and 33. Okay, I just wanted to point that out to you. I don't know how many we have left, but we still have them. They were in our system. Hey, boy, that's got a good Linga quotient, huh? Even Big D's getting hit with it now. Okay, good. By the way, you know what's good about this Festool Live stuff? It lives forever. I know. Sparky, you're infamous, dude. Okay, guys, got it? All right, so that's the CT Sys. Okay, so here's the calls I've been getting lately. Well, last 2 years, 3 years. Hey, I just bought bags for my CT Mini, MIDI, and now CT 15. And you know what? They don't fit. If you bought a CT or prior to 2019, and it says it in the catalog, okay? So pay attention to that. And I'll show you a telltale sign for that. If you bought a CT Mini and MIDI prior to 2019, like this one, this is my CT Mini over here, okay? The bags look like this, okay? And it's easy to tell. Look, see that? Okay, look how it's short right here. The new ones, and this is really cool, because the new ones are centered. Follow me on this. I'm going to take you over here to my CT Mini. This is prior to 2019. By the way, very prior. And I'm going to turn it over so you can see it. Okay? You see how it was mounted in the back? Okay? And like all of our dust bags, when I throw it away, I take it like this. It's a blast gate. I don't want to breathe any of that. And I toss it. Now, I want you to see this. You see how this is a little bulky right here? Okay? I would probably go like this. I got a lot more left in here to get rid of that because this is what happens. This was backloading, and look at this. It was actually denting my HEPA filter. Not damaging it, but just denting it. Because those bags will fill and fill and fill until you get what is known as a brick. They're extremely efficient. Okay? So this is your HEPA filter. Same thing. You lift it up like this, take it out. And that's why I have these filters in here. Check this out. This is the old, prior to 2019, HEPA filter. I don't have it in here, but I have a 1 micron filter available for it. But I also have this, and I'll talk about this. This is a foam breaker. Okay, yes, it's a sponge. But what it's for is for wet vacuuming. Yes, I've done it. I think I did it for CTs. I showed how to convert to a wet vac. You put this in exchange for what? Your HEPA or 1 micron filter. You take the bag out, and man, you have an incredible what? Wet vac. But the foam breaks the foam that builds up. It will stop. Look at these two nodes. When this is sitting in the tub, when the water reaches this level, okay, in the tub of the Mini that I have here, it'll shut off electronically. It'll make connection between those 2 points. The part that comes up afterwards is the foam, and this breaks the foam. That's why we call it a foam breaker. Duh. Okay, so that's prior to 2019. Now, 2019 forward, did we upgrade the heck out of the Mini and the MIDI, and we added the CT15. I showed you the nuances of them last year. Okay, yes, with the Bluetooth and everything like that, okay? But the filters changed. They're solid. They're replaceable. It's a cartridge. And here is the foam breaker. It's a cartridge, okay? I'm going to bring this out because I want to... Now, before I show you the cleaning feature, okay, you understand these, correct? The blast gate on the new one, and this is what's wicked cool about it. The Mini, the MIDI, and now the CT15, there's only one bag available for it. Okay, it's the same bag. And you can take this, and the blast gate on this is you pull it out and shut it down, and you're good to go. So you can just toss it when it's filled. And it will fill and fill until it's brick. So you get a brick, so you got to periodically check it. Same thing with the long life bags. What's this for? The one prior to what? 2019, but there's a long life bag. See how it goes right here? And it's angled in the back and it snaps in. It's got the blast gate on it. Whew. This one here is for the Mini, the MIDI, okay, CT15, the brand new ones. Okay, your blast gate is here, but you see how it's centrally mounted. Let's get the Mini up here so you can see what I'm talking about. And then I can also talk about the feature the cleaning feature. Okay. Whew. Woo! Man. You do, huh? Mini. Okay. So, let's look inside first. Give me a second. Let's just undo it here. Where are you? Right here. Okay. We'll look inside first. You'll see how this is now centrally mounted. See? So your bag is right here. Perfect. This goes in here like this, locks in. Now, I didn't show you the filter. You saw the filter, but the filter's right here. Look, you could take this out, take it to the dumpster, clean it, put it back in. But what if you're in the middle of a job, you know you have some bag capacity in there, so you don't want to take that out and do it. This feature here is the auto clean feature. It's really not auto clean. It's a manual clean. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. You know what? I'm going to get really lazy here. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to turn it on. Hello. That's called being lazy. That's Bluetooth, baby. Okay, now let's do this. This is how you clean it. I got it on manual, right? Okay, look, I don't think it can get any simpler. 1 through 5, let's see. This is your variable suction. So I'll bring it all the way up, okay? Now, this is the one that confuses people. Okay, so look at this one right here. Let me do this. Hang on, watch. That's what that symbol is. And now I'm just going to cycle. 1, 2, 3. We're on the auto cleans over on the 36 and 48. It automatically does it every 10 seconds. Okay, but this helps clean the filter as you go. Now, let's go old versus new. On the CT 22 and 33, we used to have it, and that was the manual scrubber. It wasn't a pulse of air, but what it was is it was a scrubber that went across the top of the filter and dropped the dust down on top of the bag, but it helped clean the filter. Okay? It was a mechanical scrubber. Good. Okay, so, boy, no, I know what it is. I should have talked about that. Okay, so the question was, can I use, and I think this is the question, can I use an air gun, an air hose to clean out the filter? That was it, right, Minnie? Okay, I will say this, absolutely not. But you could. Okay, so what's your compressor set at? 90, probably, for your nail guns, right? If you take that off and blow air through that, you're blowing a hole into that air filter. Okay, it's no longer HEPA, it's no longer 1 micron. You are ruining the filament of the filter. That's why I always suggest, and I say no to the air, to tap it. Now, if you took that air and you turned, you're not going to, but if you turned it all the way down to 5 psi and lightly blew it out at a distance, yeah, it'd probably work. But I'll never suggest that. Just take it and tap it. And I'm going to tell you, you using that bag religiously, guess what? Very rarely do you got to clean the filter. And there's a lot of people out there that are shaking their heads. Yeah, I don't think I've ever cleaned my filter. I know, because they stay wicked clean when you're using the bag. So use the daggone bag. Okay. 26, 36, and 48. There they are. Those are the filters. Those are the bags. Any questions? Just kidding. Okay. So, boy, have I seen changes in these filters over the years. This is the foam filter. I showed you how to use that. Okay, we'll go through that. That's one. This is the 1 micron, and I left this out. In every filter comes one of these. Did you know this, Minnie? Every filter comes with one of these. Do you know what that's for? What? No. No, come on, guys. Everybody out there's going, yes, I just put it on. When you want to dispose of your filter, take it like this, put it in here, and throw it away. That's what it's for. Okay, I've never used it, but I know that's what it's for. Okay, so over time, this HEPA filter, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've seen the HEPA filter change. Some of you have them like this, okay, that are sealed on the side. The newest one available is this one. And we upgraded it so it was a super strong filter element. You see it? You can see the little ribs in there, okay? It is very, very stable. We had to redesign the HEPA filter to withstand the CT48's pulse of energy on top of air and the CT36. Because everybody needs HEPA these days, correct? Especially here in North America. We've always had it for 26, 36, and 48, but now we have this filter. Boy, this is simplifying things, but this is the same HEPA filter. Minnie, what are you supposed to say? Okay, this is the same HEPA filter for the 26, 36, 48, and 36 and CT36 AC and CT48 AC. So one filter works at all of them. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out so you know that. This is the 26 bag. This is the 36 bag and the 48. You could see all the capacities. We have what? We have the long life bag for the 26, 36, and 48. Okay, now, once again, there is a blast gate, and this is something I want to show you, okay? This is how you empty it. You take this off, you have your blast gate on like this, you empty it out, okay? And you'll see this is still 5 micron, all right? If you are using machines that make a huge amount of sawdust, then get this. And you know what it is. It's the HL850 planer. It's your portable thickness planer, okay? If you don't have a cyclone, get one of these because you'll fill that cyclone up so daggone quick, okay? Same thing with this. A good flooring guy using the HL850 to hand scrape. I asked, I go, how many bags you go through in a morning doing a 12 by 12 room? He goes, 4 or 5. Do the math, everybody. He can get away with this. 4 or 5 a morning? Man, that's like 20, 25 bags a week. All right, so do the math. This is quite the value, long life bag. I suggest it to anybody who's doing a lot of chips. As soon as I know someone's using the HL850, that's our portable hand planer, okay? With the rustic cutter heads, I'll automatically, whatever dust extractor they have, I'll automatically recommend 2 things. A long life bag and a 36 millimeter hose. Because those are chip producing sons of guns. Okay. Let me think. I'm going around. I'm checking things. Okay, before I move on.
Is there a difference between the CT15E filter and the MIDI filter?
No, it's the same filter. Okay, look. Same filter. But on the 15, there's no cleaning. Follow me? There's no cleaning option. Okay. Wow. Let's come over here. I got to do a video next week with Chris for a campaign we have with the Planex EZ and the CT36. We're going to do a really cool video. And I was talking the other day, and there's a quote that I have that I've been saying forever, and it wasn't just mine. I developed a quote with a really good friend and colleague. His name is Johannes Frick. And we always would say, the CT36 AC auto clean does not mean never clean, okay? You still got to clean the filter. So I don't know if I showed you this during the Planex videos or Planex lives we did, but when I open this up to look at the filter, okay, you're going to see this inside, okay? It's going to be clean, I promise you, okay? But it's a gasket, and there's a steel plate here, and there's a spring. Right here is an electromagnet. You can see we plug it in right here. That's electronic, okay? And every 10 seconds we pulse it. So what happens is this pulls up, okay? Just like this. It pulls up, okay? You'll hear it popping. And what it's doing is on the bottom of the tub is your vacuum, and that's low pressure. High pressure is generated up top, okay? And what we're doing is we're lifting it. So what you're hearing, this pop, now listen, okay? I'm going to turn it on manual, okay? And the pop you hear is the high pressure bursting on top of the filter, high pressure to low pressure. I'm going to toggle this forward so you can hear it. This is the cleaning feature. I'll go like this. And hear that pulse? Not only do you hear it, but it actually feels pretty good. And what I'll tell you about this is that is cleaning the filter. But you still, when you take breaks, have to still take it out because the filter is this one. This is the HEPA filter. And what'll happen, especially when you're doing popcorn or really heavy, quick, light material removal, what happens is up inside, you'll see this a little bit better, it starts to what? Fill up like this. Okay, so what you need to do is take it out periodically and clean it out. Okay, tap it when you're going out for a smoke break, whatever. Just take it, tap it clean, okay? Auto clean doesn't mean never clean. So let's look inside so you can see what I'm saying. Now, we sell the bags. The bag for this is what is called a liner. You'll see it. We have them for the 48 AC and the 36 AC. Okay, so let's look inside. I'm going to grab this. No, I won't grab that one. I'll just, you know what? Big D, can you get it up here after so we can look at it? Okay. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to bring it right here. And Chris, you can come in here too. I'm going to grab no, I won't. I'll just go for it. Okay. So here's that filter, right? Okay. Let's open it up. Yes, I'm going to get a little dirty. Okay. And you're going to see that. What? Look. See that right here? So what's happening is this. Let's take it and bring it this way. Look how clean that is. So what's happening is that air's going like this. Let's get a shot of this. Look. Air, boom, high pressure, poof, poof. But you see, it doesn't get all of it because of the buildup at the top of the pleat. So let's open this up so you can see it. May I suggest using an N95 mask? I don't need one, but I'll suggest using an N95 mask. But see how it's starting to build up in there at the top of the pleat? See that? We're good, Big D. Don't worry about it, man. But thank you so much. I'll let Chris do that afterwards. Okay? So take it out and periodically just take it like this. Okay, I'm going to get this in here like this. I'm going to put it right here. That way there it looks like when I go home I worked today. Okay, good. Oh, honey, you worked. Oh, it's a difficult day. Okay, let's look at this bag. Okay, it's a liner. And it's an open system. I'm going to grab a brand new one so you can see it. On the side of this, I know I've shown you this in the Play Next videos, but there's this. Let me open this up so you can see it actually. Let me get it. I think it's this way. Come on. I know I'll get it. This liner has these little cuts in it. Okay? See them? And they're alternating. This bag has to what is known as breathe. Okay? So when you're finished and you got enough dust in here after the job, you take it like this. Okay? Look, we include a zip tie. You bundle it up. Okay? You hit the blast gate, and you're good to go. Now, when you see these little windows, look how they're below the level of the rim of the tub. Okay? When you do, make sure, because I know I've seen people take this, and the windows are right here, and this whole thing sucks up into the filter. Don't do that. So when you put this liner on, take it like this, and look, wrap. Minnie, you're still going, huh? Holy moly. You see this right here? These two tabs are for what? Your water, that's what? Level stop. And that right there is for your anti-static. If you put this over here like this, It's not anti-static. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Okay? And that is the bag and the filter for the CT36 AC in 48. Now, the 48 has more capacity. Let me open this up. The 48 has more capacity, so it's a different liner overall. But as I put that back in, okay, it locks right back in and you're ready to go. Okay, I'm just going to put that there because I'm going to do it anyhow because we got to get ready for our video, Chris. Okay, so there you go. And don't forget we have that campaign with the Plain XEZ and the CT36 AC. Woo! Okay, all of that to lead up to this. And I'm going to bring this out front and center. I'm going to give myself a little more cord so you guys can all see this. All right. Woo! Here's what we call the CT Cyclone. It's a pre-separator. Okay? A lot of people I've seen online and stuff say, yeah, it's okay. No, it's not. It's fantastic. Okay? Because I'm lazy. It's not about the cost of the bag for me. It's about, oh my God, I'm not getting suction. Oh, I must have a really full bag. I can see it. It's a clear anti-static tub. Okay? I can see when I need to empty it. All right? I don't have to keep going back and sourcing bags. I just take this. You can get comes with a cover so you don't breathe it. You take it out to the dumpster and empty it. I don't want to go on and on, but it's pretty daggone simple. Look, you have a hose that it comes with and it goes into the CT. You have your regular hose and it goes in here. But let's look inside a little so you can see it. Sparky, you ready for this? This is the Cyclone, brother. That's my buddy, huh? Uh-oh, Minnie, I'm getting some drywall on Sparky. He's going to look like me, Minnie. Okay, I have this option here. This is if I want to plug in, because I have this with my Capex over here. I plug my Capex in there. Because I'm lazy, I don't want to plug it in there. But this is an option. I'm going to open this up so you can see it. This comes out. When you look, I get storage right here. This goes like this. Okay, that's how you get this. If you want this option, it's an accessory. I'll set it over here. Okay, this is 3 pieces. Look how clean it is in here. Now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to set it right here. I don't want you to get a shot of this yet because I can read all kinds of specs and text and they'll tell me, oh, this is how efficient it is. Okay, I need to know for myself. So I always run tests. Okay, and this has been my test. Look, woo, okay, good. I'll show you a little bit in a minute. I'll show you now. My first Cyclone went on 7/29/2018, and I put a CT48 in here, a bag, okay? And every time, and I think I remembered every time, I think there's probably a few more slash marks I left off. But look, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm on 23 of these. Okay, pretty good. Let's look inside. I'm going to release this latch, take this off like this. Actually, I don't have to, do I? I'll just take it like this. I'll take this whole thing off like this. So this is what always amazes me. When I open this up, look at my bag. I'm actually going to take the bag out on this, okay? So 23 of those 5-gallon pails I have filled up. I'm going to tell you what, I filled up probably a lot more. I would say it's closer to 30. I just forget to do it. I'm going to hit the blast gate here. But look, that's all I have. That's all I have. And I got so much more room in here. Let me tamp it down like this so you can actually see this. Look, I got all this extra room left. And I've gone through 23, 30 pails, 5-gallon pails. I've had that bag since 2018, July 29th of 2018. Oh, no. What I always do is every time I put a bag in, I take a spare bag. And I know this went in there in what? 7/29 of 2018. Okay, so that is why the Cyclone, I haven't noticed any reduction in suction. but I hear people all the time say, "Oh, it's not as efficient." It really is. I have my test. Okay, so there you go. And yeah, what big D? As long as you set it up and plug it in. Oh my God, you wait right. You know what the Cyclone's good for? I have it set up at home. I have it set up to my thickness planer. I use a 50 millimeter hose. It doesn't skip a beat. I can see when that fills up after about 10, 15 minutes of planing. I take it, dump it. I don't have to go and get a new bag or anything. I just go through that. And on a Sunday morning, I could probably go through about 5 or 6 of those 5 gallons as I'm thicknessing wood. So there you go. Woo! Minnie, how'd I do? Wow, bags and filters. Guys, look how long it took. About a half hour after I got through all this stuff. Huh?
Impressive.
Am I out of breath, Min? No. But I'm filthy, right? Always. Okay, so I just got to look at the other side really quick. Holy macanoli, Sparky. You're awesome. Okay, so as we always do here, let's go through all these fantastic people who told us where they were from and where they're from. And I got a little bit of a lecture this week because I was mispronouncing a really cool name, and he actually was one of the winners. It was Dana. I'm going to call it out right now. Dana from Yakult. Did I say it? Yakult, Washington. Yakult, Washington. Dana, did I say that right? He's right there going, yep, you did. Okay, so here we go. We're going to call out Des from Harrogate, England. Rob. Doug from Zionsville. Yazoo from Paramaribo, Suriname. Russ. Mr. Hugster from Chichester, UK. Mike M. from Austin, Texas. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. Lucerne, Switzerland. Terry from Salt Lake City. Mac S. You're always there, brother, from Woodcraft in Springfield. Soren, Denmark. They're always there. Whew, here's a good one. I always call out Ian, but Julie's here today from East Yorkshire. It's the Harrisons. Larry from Sun City, West Arizona. Warren from Batavia, Ohio. Tom and Kelly, you're always there. Looking forward to meeting you from Eatonton, Georgia. Springfield, Oregon. Bozeman, Montana. Nicholas from Belgium. Michael from Edmonton. Mechanicsville, Virginia. Matt McLean from Middlesex, North Carolina. How you doing, Matty? Tim from Nashville, Tennessee. Pretoria, South Africa. That's new. Woo! Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Stefan from Las Vegas, I should say. Claire from Belgium. Craig from Wirtz, Virginia. Brent from Apple Hill Creative in Louisville, Kentucky. Custom Woodworking in St. Louis. Mike C. Toulouse, Denmark. Springfield, New Hampshire. Tights, Germany. Okay, Minnie, did you put that up for me? Dan from Whitestone, New York. Perth, Australia. What time is it in Perth? It's tomorrow. Man, thank you so much. It's from our hearts. Thank you. Garen from Kalami, South Africa. Tynesboro, Mass. Dana. I already called you out. Chris from Malta. You're there, brother. Etobicoke, Ontario. Brad from Northeast Indiana. How you doing, Brad? Eden, New York. Akron, Ohio. Sweden. Ronique. Detroit. Ed from Dougsville, Georgia. I already called you out. Claire from Belgium. Johnny O. I love that. From Atco, New Jersey. Johnny O. Novato, California. Hey, I know who you are, Blake. Don't try to put not your name on there. I know you're from Novato, Blake. Roll from Wolvega, the Netherlands. Roll, how are you? We love you. Joe Knutson from Bellevue, Nebraska. Wow. Kurt from Rochester. Ted from Pinehurst, North Carolina. Newark, Ohio. Matt from Tinley Park, Illinois. Dawn from Albuquerque, Sweden, and Shop Dog Zolo, Vermont. Lawrence from Dublin, Ireland. I'm coming there, brother. This pandemic better be over because I'm getting thirsty. Michael from Queen Creek, Arizona. Bloomington, Indiana. I got to say it. Go IU, but I got to say it because I know he's watching. Boiler up for you, Garrett. I know you didn't put Lafayette on there, but boiler up because I called out IU. Toledo, Ohio. Don from Kingman, Arizona. Port Allen, Louisiana. Mexico. Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Tomas from Krakow, Poland. That's new. Huh? Welcome, Tomas. Southern California. How you doing, Oliver? Los Angeles. Tom from Hastings, Minnesota. Minnie, turn that board around, baby. Watch out, Sparky. Watch out, Chris. Hey, he lost his shake. What's up, man? Okay, Tickfaw, Louisiana. That's new. Welcome, Tickfaw. It might be Dwayne. He's really not good with names. Rio Rancho, New Mexico, Staten Island, New York. Paul from Lancaster, PA. Woo! Joe from Irvine, California. Houston, Texas. Rich from Lufkin, Texas. Southern Indiana. Paul from Reading, Berkshire, UK. Mark from Kronoby, Finland. That's new. How you doing, Marcus? Okay. Steve from Bermuda. Warp, I love that. Warped Woodsman from Portland, Oregon. Westmeath, Ireland. Westmeath Island. I'm ready. I'm thirsty. Leadland, Kentucky, Connecticut. Dale from Swadlincote, England. Nuno Martins from Luxembourg. Wow. Caldwell, Ohio. Claude from Luxembourg. We got a 2-pack from Luxembourg. Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Yolarvi, Finland. You're always there with us. Thank you. Oliver Marin from the French Alps. Bucharest, Romania. That's new. Hey, welcome, Bucharest. Sean from Kittery, Maine. How were you supposed to say that? Kittery. Home of the weather vane. The best clam chowder on the planet. Ottawa, Canada. Scott and John, how you guys doing? Blackpool, UK. Aurora, Ohio. Festool Fitz from Ireland. How you doing? He's our colleague. Yes. Yes, you sent him some swag. Oh, Jeff Hefe from Mexico. Adam from Union, Maine. God, you guys are cool from Maine. I wish I knew somebody from there. Luis from Lisbon, Portugal. Wasaga Beach, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Okay, here we go.
So this wonderful person,
Yes.
is practicing their English,
Okay.
and they are doing a wonderful job.
Okay, so a shout out to Trine Einerson from Norway. They're new to live. And brother to Tom Holland, a regular in live. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome here, and we love it here. And wow, that's a lot of people. Man, that's taken 5-10 minutes now this end, but I don't mind as long as you guys don't mind. Who is? Aka? Aka, Finland. How are you? And where?
You pronounced it, you pronounced it as you guessed it. Union, Maine is here.
Union.
Smith, Ohio, and Dubai.
Dubai. Wow. Wow. Hey, Festool live from Dubai. That would be cool, huh? Minnie, we can go to your house on Palm Island. All right. God, she's always vacationing there with Sparky. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I didn't confuse you. Hopefully, Bags and Filters was enough to stay there to the end. I just wanted to get some clarification for everybody about the old versus new, but what we have available to you here at Festool. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend. As I always end this, I just want to say we love you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, my God. We'll see you next week. Boy, have I got one that I've already started to work up for you. It's a hot topic, so stay tuned. We'll see you for episode 85 next week. That's a wrap. Festool Live family says, have a great weekend.